Okay, I've had a couple of requests for people who want to have a look at my toolboxes, so I'm going to show you the equipment that I use at work, because I spend most of my time with tools working. Now, if you remember a little while ago, I painted a cabinet. This was a rusty old box that came off the side of a truck. Corollased it and painted it with some RF16 glass coating, and now it's in service in the workshop. It should provide a very long service life. It's got some nice stainless steel fittings on it, and this will last a little bit of a while, just as a rough storage cabinet. Now, inside I basically keep my welding helmet and my PPE, as well as a slack adjuster puller. This is something that's quite personal and intimate for a fitter, because we all have different setups, because we have different skills to do. I spend a lot of time on HGV trailers doing axle work. This box here is good for leaning on and doing my paperwork after I finish jobs. Now, basically, we do a lot of heavy, big stuff. As you can see by this brake disc, this is off a trailer. This is my foot, so you can get a gauge of how big the stuff is. And we also use specialised equipment. This is a air brake Caliper Overhaul tool. And of course, to go with the work, I have a 3/4 gun. Now, the 3/4 inch drive gun is air powered, and this will tighten up to about 700 Newton meters. So it's good for doing things like shock absorbers and other bolts on the trailer and suspension bolts. And I do have only a few select sockets that I use, and if I need to, 3/4 to 1/2 inch to take it down if I really need to strip a bolt off. These sort of tools, specialist tools, again, they are very expensive. So the kit that I've got here, I can't total it up. It goes into thousands, but I need them. So anyway, if you remember, somewhere along the way I Raptored a box, and I said that I'll tell you how I get on with the Raptor. It's actually quite durable, and it's working quite well in the box. Arkwright are doing a 4-litre kit of U-Pole Raptor protective coating. I don't know how long this offer is going to last, so I'd go and grab some now if you're interested in painting with it. Right, so sockets I have tons of, and you'll probably be able to see that they are of varying sizes, depths and condition. Now, the ones that are still shiny, the ones I've actually never used. The other ones that have got rust in them and are worn are the ones that are used quite a lot. Just remember, these are used on a daily basis. So, I mean, I can't tell you exactly what I do every day, but they are varied jobs, and you can see by some of them I have specialist one-offs, especially the C-spanner down here. Now, in my drawer here, I tend not to use ratchets very often. However, we do use 3/8 and 1/4 inch. And occasionally, very occasionally, we'll have a job which requires very specialist tools. Now, these E-sockets are becoming more popular, and so are the Torx bits, and I'm still on, of course, the Allen keys. The spanner drawer of mine, usual spanners, and I have a set of aircraft spanners, and I'm very proud. This is actually a latest edition, even though they do look worn. They basically ratchet both ends, and they're good at pulling up tight bolts. Well, I have a set of Silverline spanners here, which I never use. I just keep them just in case I lose something. And I have some of these, which are slugging spanners. You use a hammer on them, and they're used where you can't get an air gun in, and they're quite potent. Just slipping over to the same level, I have also some ratchet spanners, which are bigger. They get used a lot, and all sorts of pipe fitting spanners, including adjustables, just in case I need to do a quick job somewhere. I've got a couple of drawers full of hammers, some hard, some soft, and then the electrical drawer, which is a real mess because I've recently been doing a lot of rewiring. I'll just give you a heads up on this amalgam tape. Google it. It's brilliant for wiring jobs to insulate stuff if you've never heard of it. And there's a screwdriver that I lost earlier. I'll take that and put that back in the original drawer. So I have a lot of filter strap wrenches for different sized work. This is my service drawer, 3 torches, and trailer coupling service test kit. If you're an HG fitter, you'll obviously know what this is. Basically, I have to use this every time I service a trailer. And then we have mirrors, depth gauges, tyre gauges and the such like here, usual stuff, and then odd keys for opening cabinets. And just up there is a window wiper arm puller. Right, so I have every type of Allen key that you could possibly have for the jobs that I need to do, including larger imperial ones. And this is my engineering drawer, or get me out of trouble quick, which are 3 boxes of drills. I never want to be without a drill on a midnight shift. And then, of course, we have larger drills, taps and dies. Basically, this is the stuff that's just for everyday small fitting as well. Right, so screwdrivers. Well, to be honest with you, I don't use too many screwdrivers because they're all becoming specialist now. This one here is for Jubilee Clips, and we do actually fit a lot of them. The worn tools in this box are survivors. They've survived a long time with me, and they are of expensive quality. All fitters will go for Snap-on unless they like another brand, and Snap-on will come round and sell us tools. As you can see, almost everybody has a Snap-on box if they can afford it. Steve here, Snap-on box as well. He's a breakdown mechanic, and he's always on the borrow for certain screwdrivers or spanners or whatever, which, you know, we help each other when we can, obviously, because depending on Steve, as he goes out to get the breakdowns back for repair. This is only a short one. I mean, I have a lot more tools than this, and I really do need to get my corner sorted out, and I have to fit another top box and another cabinet. So I'll visit this a bit later on. Just between us, I'll let you know that we do actually service the Defenders for UK Power Networks. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to be able to film any tutorials at work. I spend a lot of time on these trailers as well, and we're really stacked out with work at the moment. But as always, we have a lot of videos with the tools that I do own used on Defenders, so check them out.